again. So today I'm gonna be teaching you how to play Forsaken. So I'll just explain how Forsaken works. So basically, there's this survivors. If you have the most militant server, you're probably gonna be killer. It's basically killer champ. We're gonna talk about survivors first. So start off survivor. Anyway, so I have the retro skin to do, but he still looks the same skin, just is how the bird looks. Anyway, this ability you have is Luxy Cola. Before that I had only 2 users, same as they can, but not as infinite, but only 2. It gives you speed 1 for 10 seconds. It's good to use when you're like jumping off of a ledge. So like the killer can't reload their headbox, but your slow ball is drinking it and you can get a little speed. Next, we have Slate Skin Potion. This basically gives you a second health bar, which is shown here. As the time goes down, it gets lower. Basically, if the killer hits you, it goes to that health bar. When that health bar dies, it makes your health getting lower. Anyway, also you can cancel this ability, but we're gonna talk about that after the Ghost Burger. Just makes you slightly invisible for 10 seconds and also gives you a detective. Anyway, detectable is a pretty good thing to have. I'll talk about it later. Now, back to Slate Skin. If you use Slate Skin and as on its own, you get speed 2 for 2 seconds because you're really slow when you use Slate Skin. It's like a story. And if you can also cancel it, but it only gives you speed 1 for 2 seconds. Next, I will talk about stamina management. Okay, so stamina management is easy when you learn it, but it's hard to really learn it. First thing that not everybody knows, don't let your stamina get to 0. Look, this is how fast my stamina regenerates when it gets to 0. It takes 3 seconds. But if I just run a little bit, it just takes 1 second. So never make your stamina go to 0. A lot of the time, I make your stamina go like to 2. And it's pretty low, then stop. Your stamina. Still walk. Walking and not walking does not change how your stamina regenerates. You need to juke, which also helps with stamina management, because in some jukes you can just walk. Next, you can slow down if you fall down. So when you fall down, don't run. But the killers don't get slowed down from falls, so try not to juke that much through jumps. Anyway, juking. Let's say there's a killer behind me. So keep going forward. He thinks I'm gonna keep going forward, but then I just go. I'm like, no, have stamina. Then I just turn around and in front of me, a little regenerated stamina. That's a little bit of a juke. You can also juke, like this. Maybe try becoming invisible. and it looks like you're gonna jump here, you're gonna jump, but you're not actually gonna jump. Anyway, that's it for noob and stamina management and that stuff. Next up, I will talk about Elliot. But wait, it's the second me. The second me has joined. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about Elliot. Elliot can heal people. Mating is bad because he only has one rush hour. You don't even know what it does. So first, let me just find my ult. Wait. Ult. Oh, there he is. Wait, no. Let me just look at the screen. Oh, he's over there. So, someone gets pretty low. Like, get my guy low. And just poison him. Where's that? Okay, what if I stun him? Okay, well, whatever. Okay, you can see there's a lot of effects, but poison. Poison 3. Oh, you can make it nice. Oh, okay, so again, you can make poison sound. Elliot can heal that damage. Also, survivors get highlighted when they take damage. Look, you can see his HP and now it has gone up. Healed like a little bit of HP. And just poison him again. The more generators you do, the more the pizza heals. But I don't want to talk about generators in here. Anyway, let me just poison him more. Rusher is not one-time use. Maybe they can. Oh, you use it and it's one-time use. Awesome. Good. Get your speed 3 for 2 seconds. For 3 seconds. It actually gets regenerated when you feed somebody. But not another Elliot. If you have another Elliot, then you don't get a rush out. The reason is that, you know, so not everybody just becomes Elliot and gets instant rush hour. Anyway, moving on from Elliot. Next, we have let's get he is one of the few sentinels everybody's feeling. So he can stun. Sentinels are people that can stun. And he has a fried chicken. Stunning just means stopping the killer for a few seconds. Like, look. Boom, you can deliver attack with ability. And now they can. Also, I get hurt. If I get hurt, that's a little too much hurting. Anyway, we're gonna show off the chicken now. If you get hurt, you must reach 40 HP. are gonna start with Jason because it's first killer you get. Anyway, he has 3 abilities, and the obvious slash. He has like 20 HP. Obvious, just a slash. Then he has speed. You do that until 20 HP. Just for ending off something and then everybody. Let me just bring him back. Okay, he's back, but I don't know where. Wait. We're gonna talk about rainbow base later. Anyway, next there's Gashing. There's 58, a very large enemy. But it's pretty good. It's down to 10 bucks, and it's good for catching people. Like starters when they miss, and they get a really big slowdown. Right? And raging at 8. It makes your stamina go down to 70, it makes you go faster than just walking, and slower than sprinting. It's good to use when stamina is low, and when you ran out, and when you use your slash, you get a dash forward. Also, behead also gives you a dash forward. Catching Moon doesn't. Everything has a little more HP. It's slash and 5 HP. 4 or 5 minutes. Well, don't give them leave. But yeah. And this is all for reason. Creepy guy with machete. Woo! Before we start the next subject, press this little icon, scroll down to the right bottom, and turn on visible attack hitboxes. This lets you show the hitbox. The killer's attack. Restore and stop. Okay, on to the next thing. Anyway, next up we have guest 137. Everybody hates this guy. And for a reason. Why can I not email? Hello. Oh my god, there's the killer. Yes, his job is to block attacks and run and punch. Anyway, first, he has block. Myself, there's absolutely nothing. Five, for 1 second. But if the killer hits while you are blocking, wait, so let me just block and hit. Guess the stars in this punch. Which is the worst stun in the game, but stuns. Anyway, next we have darn, I gotta get my revenge. Wait, next get has charges. Let's kill her a little bit. What the hell? Okay. Anyway, what just happened? Oh, because it's counts as last person. Okay, and we'll just forget that ever happened. Anyway, steal time is a person which revive. Imagine that I have 8 HP because the game thinks it's last person standing, last man standing. Anyway, has dagger, crouch, and ritual. Yeah, you can. That's your revive. That's where you're gonna revive. If you don't place it down, you're not gonna have a revive. Anyway, you can just revive that simply and just stab the killer. But if you crouch and stab, you get a little dash. As you can see. I don't know why I have slowness 10. I'm gonna go find the killer and get my revenge. And just dash my way over there. Dashing my way over there. Here? I don't even hear the melody. Let me say melody. It's scary terror chase. I don't know where the killer spawns in the game now. Wait, where is it actually? Anyway, I got down the secret info. So, if you hit the killer in the front, it doesn't show it shows like 1/4 of the back, some down, whatever. Next is gonna be another survivor. Anyway, this guy has 3 abilities. And Jack doesn't even count. Anyway. His third ability is his most popular ability, Clone. Spawns a clone, makes you go invisible, and the clone just does whatever it wants. Please press R. You can pathfind, which pathfind is to the furthest spawn, which is, for me, which is there. And you can see, just running over there. I use pathfind most of the time. But the best one I'd say is cursor, which of course makes him go after your cursor. It's like a dog trying to eat some trees, but the trees are running away. And they also die after a bit. And they have some effect that the killer can use to tell if it's a clone or not. Anyway, next week and last is a glitch of 11 Jackson. It's cool UI. It teleports you to the furthest spawn, but it takes 2,000 years. It's good for a mass or something. That's literally only most good. It's good. Anyway, let me go trick this guy so he doesn't slice me up for whatever time. Where is he though? Hey. Hello. That's how you can trick the killer. And also, if they come back, you can use cool GUI. guy is trash. Anyway, I like the survivor. I'm pretty good with him. I only have mine for 2. But yeah, he's pretty good if you know how to use him right. Anyway, the next survivor we're gonna anyway. Next we have Builder Man. He has only 2 abilities, but they're pretty good. I like Builder Man, most people don't like him. First ability he has is Sentry. That's true, he places a little long build. Shoots gives them slowness while it's shooting them. This red thing is the range that shoots him, and the blue thing is you can't build anything in here. See? Builderman can only build 1/3. If he tries to build another one, they'll actually need to wait. Anyway, next has Dispenser. It also has a range to build things, anyway, it heals. Let me just show you this. Wait. So I'm poisoned. This is probably the worst healing tool in the game. For actually healing, but it's kind of good for the shariness. Elliot cannot eat his own pizza unless he can share his chicken. But the dispenser works for everyone, even the Builderman himself. But it takes very long to regenerate. It works. It does, it works. Anyway, that's pretty much it for Builderman. I'm just regenerating my HP. What's that, the killer? He just killed my thread. HP, 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 quick, quick. Builderman's pretty vulnerable when building stuff. Anyway, next we have Dusicor. I think he's the worst survivor. Best survivor. He has pretty mixed reviews. He only has 2 abilities though. He has palm protection, which protects a survivor. There's no other survivor. And there's plasma beams. It has a tiny hitbox. Well, the hitbox is actually bigger now, but at a shorter range. And if it hits a survivor, they get speed. If it hits a killer, they get slowness. It's a support. So let's talk about survivor groups. First, they're survivalists, which has mute at 00777. Next are sentinels. It's just everybody who can stomp. It's Shitland's 2-time guest and chance. I'll talk about chance later. And lastly are the supports, which are Sakar, Lamar, Leman, Elliot, and I didn't remember this. But let's produce a car. Please, this guy doesn't come again. Where is he? killer steps over your tripwire, and I get slowness too. And I get highlighted to the closest survivors down. So you can place maximum to 3 tripwires. So place trip. Also, you can place tripwires next to each other, of course. Let me see. Anyway, next subspace tripwire. It has a pretty okay cooldown, and it explodes. Killer gets effect subspace and helpless. Helpless just makes them be able to use their abilities, and subspace make everything purple and make the camera move and oh. I'm gonna play some. Anyway, yeah, that was pretty good because you can just make nice. Next and last for the survivors is a guy called Chance. He gambles. So first he has a coin flip. If it lands in tails, he gets weakness. That's stacked. So if it lands in tails again, I get weakness too. Wait. See? I get it stacks. But if it lands in heads, get a charge for shoot and reroll. Head picks get a charge if they get 3, so let me get 3. Anyway, first we have shoot. So I can finally get my revenge. Also, Chance has a random HP from the start. So reroll changes his HP from 60 to 129. Let me just get my shoot to 3 again. So the more charges you have, the bigger chance it gives you better stuff. Like shoot has I didn't talk about shoot's chance. Shoot, if it want to charge 50%, it shoots forward. 20% chance that it shoots nowhere, that it just doesn't shoot, and 30% chance that it shoots at you. Anyway, this is how shooting works in my face. Also, you can shoot again. If you have this, it also removes all your weakness stats. Also, it has 3 charges. There's only a 10% chance that it shoots at you. Wait, it can shoot at you in 3 charges? Well, it has 10% chance to shoot forward. Die. Kobe. Coming up next, all the other kids. Anyway, that's it for this video. Bye guys, and see you in the next video. You will see you on my channel.